What's going on, investors? Welcome back to the channel. So yesterday I took profit on the ticker AI and I got myself a gift. Okay, so going forward, whenever I take a massive profit like I did yesterday, such as on AI, I took like 400% profit, I will start to get myself a small gift. Okay, because I believe the stock market, the next bull run that I expect to last for the next 10 years has possibly started sometime in sometimes around November, December 2022. So I think this bull run is going to last for at least 10 years. But of course, you want to make sure you get into a good stock that is going to make you profit. And as you guys already know, we saw massive news, massive hype around AI, artificial intelligence, and that's why we see stocks like NVDA. We saw NVDA, and we saw how NVIDIA rallied massively. If you take a look at, let's even say the past 6 months, you guys can see 6 months ago, it used to trade around 171 US dollars. And right now it is trading at 387 US dollars, even though NVIDIA is down minus 3.3% today. And then we saw, C3.ai Inc. with the ticker AI. We saw how it rallied, massively, till yesterday. Yesterday it was up over 20%. So I made massive profit from that, and along with some of my patrons, because I shared the buy signal of AI last month. You guys can see, and then at the beginning of this month I shared the buy signal around 19 US dollars, and yesterday it's closed around 43 points, almost at 44 US dollars. That's where it closed yesterday. So I made massive profit, and my portfolio is up year to date over 300%. Yesterday my portfolio was up like 25% or so. I always share everything with my patrons, so I got myself this small gift. I thought it's anytime I want to take profit, I think I'm just going to be, anytime I take profit, massive profit like that, I think I'm just, going to be taking some, buying something for myself. So I got myself this tiny gift, something that I can at least, anytime I put it on, I can remember, about AI, how it went massively. So I got myself this nice wristwatch, and yeah, you guys can check it out. Is it clear? I think it's clear enough like this. So I'm gonna zoom it. I got myself this, and as you guys can see, this is something that is looking, look at that. Beautiful wristwatch. Look at that, guys. Check it out. I'm gonna have to zoom it in so that you guys can see it clearly. It's Versace, and yeah, I mean, why not? You don't just want to make massive profit and just put all the money back into the market only to lose it, or to wait again. Sometimes you just have to take some profit and treat yourself if you work very hard. And so let me just put this on, and then we can continue with this video, because I want to show you guys what I'm buying, what I'm selling, and if now is the right time to double down on the stock market, because I think we are at the beginning of a massive run. So it looks something like this. If you put it on, it's something like this. You guys can see it's something new. It has a new hook. For those of you wondering, this is Fasage, and yeah. Anyway, let's continue with the video. So I got myself this nice gift, and you know, it's something you can also, it's something more or less like an investment. You know, you can sell it later if you don't like it anymore, or you just, you know, sell it and buy something much more bigger than this. So that is that about that. All right, so I want to share with you guys, in this video we are going to be talking about if now, okay, is the best time to go all in the stock market. But of course, before we talk about, you know, going all in the stock market, I want you guys to know that, you know, the likes of C3.ai, I shared a signal. I shared 3 signals with my patrons today, and C3.ai is one of them. And according to this signal that I shared about C3.ai, I told them that I took all my profit, okay, after a massive run. You don't want to, you know, hold on to this like we held on to Biogenomics when it rallied to almost $16 back in 2021, only to come down back to, you know, less than $1. So I took profit yesterday around $43 or so, and as you guys can see, it is down minus 10% today. So if you take a look at the market cap, I mean, this company, according to their most recent earnings, this company is not worth 4.4 billion US dollars as at now. Okay, maybe next year, maybe towards the end of this year, maybe in fourth quarter, if they report their next earnings and they bring in massive revenue. But according to their most recent earnings, this company is not, you know, worth this massive market cap. Okay, because as you guys can see, they lost money in 2022. They lost about, you know, almost 200 million US dollars in 2022. They brought in 252 million US dollars, but of course they spent some money. Okay, let me go down and see if I can find their earnings. Okay, preliminary earning of AI. Let's see if we can find a preliminary earning Q4. Oh yeah. C3 Palantir earnings, job reports, yada yada. Kittywood. To report Q4 what is in offering, not this. I think I'm just gonna have to type it there and bring it out so that we can go through their earnings, or we just beat earnings estimate expected to beat the stock move area. All this, oh my god, I can't believe these people have shared so many news about, you know, press releases about this company already. This is crazy, guys. I mean, this company was barely known, you know, last year, and all of a sudden, because of, you know, all this AI frenzy, the company is super popular right now. And as you guys can see, C3 so just following Q4 earnings update. Okay, Q4 C3 accelerating interest in AI. I think it's somewhere down there. 16 days ago, they shared the preliminary. Okay, C3 AI stock surges on preliminary Q4 guidance. C3 AI fiscal fourth quarter preliminary. Okay, so I think this is their preliminary earnings, and if you guys take a look at this this is what they expect to, okay, physical fourth quarter 2023 preliminary results exceed guidance. Now let's take a look at their most recent earnings, okay, from fourth quarter. Total revenue, you guys can see 72 million US dollars, okay, in the fourth quarter, okay, exceeding company's guidance. They exceeded what was their guidance? I think the guidance was 70 million US dollars, so they expect to report, you know, 72. And if you go further, you guys can see there are a gap loss from operation 75. You guys can see they are, you know, spending revenue 266 million US dollars. They spend more money than they make. Okay, so you can already tell the stock is super expensive right now. You don't even need to go deep into their finance and stuff. So that is of course why I sold everything. And I mean, they are going to be reporting their earnings today. Okay, earnings date today. Once the market closed, they are going to report their earnings, and we are going to see what they are going to report. If they are going to beat it, of course they are expected to beat it, but the stock has rallied massively over the past. Look at that. It used to be 26 US dollars, right now almost 40 US dollars. If you go to 1 month, this stock sold off, you know, all the way down to about right here about 17 US dollars. Okay, because the short seller came in and they said there is something wrong with the books of C3.ai back in 3rd of April last month. And then the stock went down from 33 US dollars all the way to 17 US dollars. Then NVDA started to rally. Okay, we saw that massive news from NVDA about AI, artificial intelligence, and then anything that is connected to artificial intelligence started to rally massively. So that's of course why C3.ai is trading where it is trading right now. So if the earnings comes in and investors like it, there is a possibility, you know, the stock could go up a little bit back to 44 US dollars and then, you know, consolidate. But I don't think I think the stock is, you know, expensive right now. So to me, that is a sell. So now in terms of the stock market, okay, is now the best time to put your money in the stock market or not? Okay, we already saw what was going on with inflation, and most of you following the CPI data news, you can already tell CPI has been coming down. It used to be, you know, above 9%. Right now it is, most recently it was reported to be around 4.9%, I believe. And in the next couple of days, we are going to hear the next CPI data from May, and I expect it, you know, to also come in lower. But the thing is not about CPI data. You know, most people are more or less talking about Fed right now. This breaking news, for example, this one suggests the title of this news says Fed's Jefferson and Hacker suggest central bank will pause in June. So now the market is trying to figure out if, you know, Fed is going to pause in June or if they are going to hike the interest rate once again by maybe 25 basis points. So that is of course what is driving the market right now. And I'm sharing a lot of information with my, you know, Patreon. If I spot anything like this one, for example, I believe this is why the market, you know, the market was selling off heavily today. But after this news dropped, the market turned and we start to see some, you know, green again. Look at that. SoFi is up 14.5% today. Okay, even Binance Genomics is up about 2% today, but, you know, still on under $1 US, unable to rally, you know, above this level. I think it's been around 70 cents for a couple of days now. Okay, since, yeah, it's been around here. Anyway, so I think that's why the market is rallying today. The market is still trying to figure out if the Fed is going to hike or if they are going to pause. And also, we have some job data coming in. You know, one came in today, another one is coming in tomorrow, I believe. And then we have this, which other news was there? We have this apart from the news of, you know, artificial intelligence, you know, generative AI hype, and which of course, you know, we saw NVDA came down a little bit today, and I believe that is why most of all AI technology related stocks like C3.ai, which other stock is there, you know, PLTR, for example. Let's take a look at PLTR, if it's how it is trading right now. So PLTR is also down today. Okay, I think that's why most of them are down, because, you know, NVDA, Katie Wood went, you know, she went against NVDA. She says NVDA is too expensive, and there are other software companies that, you know, she believes. Look at this, Katie Wood, NVDA is priced ahead of the curve, says Katie Wood, as ARK Invest sold most of its stake in the company ahead of a bumper rally. So Katie Wood, ARK Invest sold their NVIDIA position. They sold everything. And that was when NVIDIA started to rally. So they missed the rally. I can't believe Katie Wood missed the rally, but I didn't miss the rally. Anyways, so that is of course why I believe, you know, all these AI stocks, you know, are being affected right now, and they are taking some kind of dump today. Okay, so yeah. And another thing that I would like to share with you guys, if you take a look at the Nasdaq, okay, if you are still wondering if now is the best time to, you know, to go all in the stock market, you know, put all your money in the stock market. If you take a look at Nasdaq year to date, guys, take a look at that. Nasdaq has been rallying. It started around this is the Nasdaq Composite 100. It started around 10,386. Okay, at the beginning of this year on the 3rd of January. Right now, the Nasdaq is, look at that, 12, almost 13,000. You guys can see how the rally has been. And of course, I have been sharing all these breakouts, okay, with my patrons, and I believe they are enjoying it right now. So, if you are still wondering if now is the best time to put your money in the stock market, if now is the best time to go all in, of course, you have to understand that, short term, we can always see some kind of volatility, but in the long term, okay, the stock market, according to experts, is always going higher. So this is the result year to date. If you are still wondering if now is the best time, you should just zoom out a little bit, look at that 5 years. This Nasdaq, for example, used to trade around 15,000 back in December 2021. Okay, 2022 was mostly bear market, selling off heavily, and 2023 could be, till the end of this year, it could just be rally, bull market. So I think you have your answer. Okay, you found your answer. So if you think if this is good enough for you, if you trust this rally, go for it. If you don't trust it, you can see the result. The stock market seems to be going back to where it used to be. So yeah, let me know what you guys are doing in the comment section. If you have any stock that you would love me to talk about, let me know in the comment section, and I would gladly talk about it maybe in the next video. See you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. I've been your boy Dayo. Consider subscribing if you want to make some massive profits. Ciao, ciao.